Hello everyone, welcome back to another video in this series of Java programs. In today's video we are going to find out the smallest number out of 5 given numbers. So let's get into the video and I'll show you how it is done. So let me first make a class. We'll keep the name of the class as smallest. We'll check this option, public static void main, and then click on finish. Okay, since in this program we are going to find out the smallest of 5 different numbers, so our first duty is to accept those numbers from the console. And for accepting values from the user or from the console, we will have to first import a scanner class, because with the help of scanner class we can actually take values from the outside, right? So first we will write some code for importing the scanner class. So import java.util.scanner and then semicolon. Okay, so this syntax is supposed to be written just above the class declaration. Okay, now the next thing that we'll do is to make an object for the scanner class. So scanner st equals new scanner system.in and then semicolon. Okay, so the here st is the name of the object. You can write any name. I'm preferring st right here. Okay, after that, since we have to use or we have to store 5 different values, 5 different numbers for comparison, so first we will declare 5 variables in which we are going to store those values. Okay, and all these values, all these numbers are going to be of integer type. So we'll use int for declaration and we'll keep name of those variables. So let me just take n1 for the first variable, similarly n2, n3, n4, and finally n5 for the last variable, right? So we have declared the variables as well. Now I'll print the first message into the first number, right? And below that I'll accept that number. I'll store that number in n1. So st dot next int n1 equals st, which is the name of the object, dot next int. Here int will have to use capital I. Okay, camel case, this is camel case. Okay, so st dot next int and then parenthesis and then semicolon. Okay, similarly, so this was the syntax for storing or accepting the first number from the console. Similarly, we write down 4 similar codes, okay, for accepting the 4 different numbers, or for accepting the remaining 4 numbers. Okay, so let me just copy this down. Well, simply let me add some space between so that we can see all these things clearly. Okay, I will change n2, n3, n4, and finally n5. I will also change this one, second number, third number, fourth number, and finally fifth number. Now it is time for the actual part of the program where we'll do the comparison between these among these numbers and find out which one is the greatest. Okay, so first we will write if, and these codes are very simple to understand. If n1 is smaller than n2, okay, and n1 is smaller than n3 and n1 is smaller than n4 and n1 is smaller than n5. Okay, so what we are trying to say, we're trying to say that n1 is smaller than all the given 5 numbers. If that is the case, then we'll say if this is the case, we will say the first number is the smallest number. We can also add number over here if you want. Yes. Okay, so the first number n1 is the smallest number, and similarly we'll do the comparison for the remaining numbers as well. So similarly we'll write down n2 is smaller than n1, n2 is smaller than n3, n2 is smaller than n4, and n2 is smaller than n5. Okay, so let me just do the remaining repetitive work and I'll show you the code at the end. Okay, so I wrote down the entire code, okay, for the remaining 4 numbers n2, n3, n4 and n5, and the codes are very similar. n2 is smaller than n1, okay, and n2 is smaller than n3, n2 is smaller than n4, and n2 is smaller than n5. So in this case we are assuming that n2 is smaller than all the given numbers, and then so the smallest number will be n2, right? Similarly n3 is smaller than n2, n3 is smaller than n1, n3 is smaller than n4, and n3 is smaller than n5. In this case, if this condition is true, then we will print the message as the third number n3 is the smallest number, and then similarly for the remaining 2 numbers n4 and n5. Okay, so let us just try to run this program and see if this program is working properly or not. So we'll take the first number here. Let us take 25, enter. Enter the second number, we'll take 36, enter. We'll take enter the third number 87, enter. Enter the fourth number, let's say 15, enter, and then enter the fifth number 75. So we know that out of all these 5 numbers, the smallest number is 15. So we are expecting a message as the fourth number 15 is the smallest number. So enter, and you will see the fourth number 15 is the smallest number. So we can say that the program is working properly. Okay, so let me just take another example. We'll run the program again. Okay, this time we'll assume that we'll take okay, so in this case 12, which is the second number, is the smallest number. So we're expecting a message the second number 12 is the smallest number. We'll click enter over here and we'll see the second number 12 is the smallest number. Okay, so this was the entire program of comparing 5 numbers and finding out the smallest number out of them. Okay, so this was all for this video. I hope you understood the entire logic, and I'll see you in the next one.